an album in 2006, I think. And I wrote this song. I grew up in Buffalo, New York, and moved to New York when I got out of the University of Buffalo. And I love New York. I mean, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly all at the same time. Just a touch bar keyboard, maybe. 1, 2, and maybe a little more vocal, please. Anyway, I wrote this song, and a good buddy of mine came over. I put it in my piano bench after I wrote it. Didn't think much about it. I sang it for my dear friend Frankie Lee, and he said, "That's my favorite song I ever heard you write." Anyway, it ended up being the title of this album called Streets of New York. And a little more piano, please. Anyway, it's my love song to New York City. I love it. It's still teaching me. That certainly isn't perfect, but it's still teaching me stuff, you know? Anyway, this is Streets of New York. The streets of New York, a maze made of iron and stone, a labyrinth complete with edges that cut through the bone. They come by the millions, the hipster, the prince, and the clown. They come because they know that something's going down on the streets of New York. Of New York wind and turn in their own crooked way. A motherless child, so reckless at work and at play. Stillborn buildings abound, corporations of steel, long lines at the lost and found, all serve to reveal the streets of New York. The streets of New York have faces only mothers could love. From rich boys in silk to panhandlers who can't get enough. Drifters ride on the subway, hustlers roam through the night. Tourists come back again and again until they get it right. On the streets of New York, the streets of New York unfold like a matchmaker's dream. Day becomes night through canyons of concrete and steam. Juliet on the rooftops, Romeo underground. Late at night when their lips meet, you can't hear a sound. On the streets of New York, streets of New York have places where two hearts can meet. The west side of town, or down here on Rivington Street. Meet me tonight by the station. Meet me in Washington Square. On the streets of, on the streets of, on the streets of New York. Come on, boys. On the streets of, come on the streets